Hey everyone, today I'm going to walk you through the latest version of Facebook's Ads Manager, and I'm going to show you a campaign that you can start running today to generate new home buyer leads. If you've never run paid Facebook ads before, or even if you have and didn't have much luck, then this video is for you. So let's jump into it. So we're going to start here at the campaign level, and as you can see we have 10 different choices for our marketing objective. Now as a good rule of thumb, you're going to want to choose the objective that closely matches your advertising goal. So for example, if you want people to watch a video, you're going to choose video views. If you want to drive traffic to a landing page, you're going to click traffic. If you want someone to convert, and we could talk more about what conversions are, then you would click conversions. But most of the time for real estate agents, you're going to choose either traffic or conversions. But since conversion takes some extra setup that we don't have time to talk about today, we're just going to choose traffic. So we'll select that, and then we'll name our campaign traffic, and then buyer leads, because that's going to be the goal of this campaign. And then we'll click continue. So now we'll move on to the ad set level, and this is where we tell Facebook who we want to show our ad to, and we tell them how much we're willing to spend every day. We'll also select where we want our ads to show, so maybe if you don't want your ads showing up on Instagram, you could just show them on Facebook, for example. And finally, our campaign schedule. So first we'll go down to the audience section, and in this example I'm targeting people within a 20-mile radius of Charlotte, North Carolina. Their ages are between 30 and 60, and it includes men and women. I also only want to target English speakers, so I'll type that in here. Now, as you can see, every time I add a constraint or make a change, our potential reach for our campaign goes down. And that's a good thing because that means we're getting more and more narrowed in on our ideal audience. Now, we can also add interest and behavior targeting in addition to the demographics that we've already chosen. So we'll scroll down to do that. Here are 3 interest and behaviors that are good to start with. And you can just type these in and Facebook will auto-complete them for you. And they are likely to move, recent mortgage borrower, and a first-time home buyer. Now next, we need to tell Facebook where we want them to show our ads. So we'll scroll down to placements. Now if you wanted to, you could click edit placements, and there you could tell Facebook whether you wanted your ad to be shown on Instagram or their audience network. Maybe you would just want it to be shown on mobile devices. But if you're new to Facebook advertisements, I recommend that you just click automatic placements. And that way Facebook will run some tests on your behalf and figure out where your ad is performing best. Now moving on to the budget and schedule section, I recommend that you start with a budget of $10 a day at least. Now you can go lower than this, but I don't really recommend it. And that's because the lower you make your daily budget, the longer it's going to take for you to see results. Now under schedule, you can either choose to run the ad continuously starting today, or you could set a start and end date, whatever you like. But whatever you choose, I highly recommend that you run your campaign for at least 2 weeks. And that's because it's going to take some time for Facebook to run some tests and optimize your ad. So now we'll move on to the optimization for ad delivery section, and we're going to leave everything here as is. Now I go into a little bit more detail about this section in the blog post, but for now we're just going to leave everything at their default setting, and we'll move on to the ad level. So depending on your campaign objective, Facebook gives you 4 or 5 different ad format options. Today we're going to use the carousel option. And again, I go into a little bit more detail in the blog post about what formats work the best. In the text section, you're going to type in the text that'll go above your carousel. Under destination, we'll select website URL because we'll be linking to landing pages on your website. Under the cards section, we'll make sure that automatically show the best performing cards first is selected, and we'll deselect the second option. So since our campaign is going to be targeting new home buyers, we're going to run a carousel ad with up to 10 featured listings. So in my example, they're the exact same house, but for yours, you could add up to 10 different cards, each of which would feature a different home. So to do that, you'll click change image, and then you'll upload your image. Then down here where it says headline, I just chose to add in some specs of the house and then the address underneath it. And where it says destination URL down here, that's going to be the landing page or a page on your website where someone can find out more information about that particular home. For your call to action button, I recommend choosing learn more. And again, I talk about that more in the blog post. And then I recommend you leave the rest of the settings as is. You'll click confirm, and then you're done. If you want to learn more about how Facebook optimizes ads or the different types of audiences that you can target, then I highly recommend you check out the blog post below where I go into much more detail. I also go over some best practices for maximizing your chances of success when you start running your campaign.